Lord. Uh, Today, I want to go deeper today, and I'm going to note out four main categories of sins that really connect us into the depths of the bloodline or generational curse. Okay, which connect you to the generational curse. And these are broad categories that mostly in these ones are where these are issues that get rooted to us to become a curse that are connected. Number one, it is connected to theft. This is a very broad sin category, which comes from the smallest level of somebody stealing just petty things. Then you go ahead, you have you steal big things. Then we have robbers, we have highway robbers. Then from that we have bribery, we have corruption. All those ones are forms of theft. Now, when you do it, when you just do you steal somebody's thing, or you government money or something, you don't know the implication of it, but it has a trickle down effect to the generations after you. And even you, if your parents stole something, it had a trickle down effect upon you. So that one accounts for a curse in our lives that is a result of losses, even losing things, even being stolen from. You see your things is stolen. Even it counts also if somebody is a descendant or a son or a daughter of a thief. That's why you find a child very young but is stealing, and you just say, hey, this boy steals. Nowhere. It is coming from the lineage. So it depends. So what I'm talking about is the double trickle down effect of these sins in our lives. So here we have seen a child is stealing things, but again also you yourself, you are being stolen from. Things are being stolen from you. Then another broad category, I am briefly noting them out, is the bloodshed. This is also a great broad category. Bloodshed is done in so many things, and this is a category that maybe leads to death in a different way. There are some deaths which occur by witchcraft. You know, those people who do the charms, they have done bloodshed. If somebody dies by witchcraft, it is bloodshed. If somebody dies by direct murder, it is bloodshed. So whatever the category, normally when we do sins which are corporal sins, we sometimes hide. Now let me come to maybe the judges or the law system. They can hide it. You can prove the courts. You can, put whatever money there is to the world to pronounce you innocent. But the danger is here. The spiritual realm does not clear you innocent. It remains. So this kind of death in which we are involved, whether it was accidental, don't knock somebody's child, he has died, you take off. No, you have to make sure you clear somewhere. You have to get in good terms with those people. Why? Because even you yourself, you will not know when your child is going to be knocked. And now accidents start happening in your family, So these things, even you see every sin I'm talking about has double. It starts happening that people in your family become knocked. But again, it can start that your children begin doing accidents which result into death. There is a clip I saw where it was just a mere fight at school, two girls, and now this other one who had a spirit in her, she just started stepping on another girl's chest, and the girl died. I think she pressed the heart. So you can see these demons or these spirits come, or these curses influence a lot of behavior. You can imagine how merciless such a girl can do that to a child. And this is what is happening. These are the people we live with, we study with, we sleep with, we work with. They are sons and daughters of murderers in one way or another. So they are carrying the DNA which exactly happens or disorganizes our destinies, or which can cause us a lot of problems in our life. Another broad category of sins, where these other sins fall, are the sexual sins or sexual perversion or promiscuity. This one, we see a lot of things now, a lot of demonic things coming out, or generational implications coming out. You see, there are some things you find in a family, at least in one way or another, or after generation, or after 10 years, a child, one of the members of the family, they find you committing incest. You see, children, or children having maybe children within the cousins and what. You see incest happening. You see people sleeping with the animals, bestiality. These are demons. Yeah. So even if we put laws, we try to put social order, there are some things that are rooted in our bloodline, and we find them happening whether we like it or not, until we come to the ground of clearing these things spiritually. Because demons do not die, but they continue to happen and to work in our life. So that's why you find many people so pervertive, so promiscuous. They are doing a lot of things. So in fact, this is how you see a family. You know, from that family, it is a family where all the men from that family have to have so many wives. You know, it is a family, it is in their blood. Even if somebody gets saved and say, no, may I have one wife, he will not know how to get a second one or a third, because it is in the what is in the line. So sometimes we don't need to judge. And in our generation, we are doing a lot of judgments. You judge this pastor, you judge this politician, you know, no, he fornicated, no, he did this. My dear, there are spirits, there are forces beyond that person. That's why Jesus says, don't judge. Some people are battling with the things which they don't have control over. These are spiritual things that are happening. We just see symptoms or signs happening, occurrences happening in the physical world. But in the spirit, these are things that are lined up. So when you see the things that happen, you can broadly analyze, the sexual life. Those things we see, the abnormal sexual relationships we are seeing, are going to have a big trickle-down effect in our generations. And the devil knows that. The devil knows, a prostitute will not maybe even die and go leave a baby. This baby, no one will teach this baby how to become a prostitute. Will just find herself doing what? Becoming a prostitute. So there are some occurrences, some happenings that happen that are in our lives, and we don't have any control over them. Now, another broad category is devil worshiping. That includes witchcraft, bewitching others, even yourself practicing in the actions of devil worshiping. I'm telling you, I was challenged when I heard a son of one of the pastors becoming a witch. Seriously, giving, supporting even a lead witch. And you say, but this son, I thought he was the son of a pastor. He grew up in church, was born baptized, even dedicated to God. What exactly happened? There are these forces. The pastor is coming from a family which is connected to witchcraft. So if you don't deal with it, if you're serving God and you have not gone behind to deal with these things, you'll be surprised when your children have not known your God. They've not served your God. These forces will act on them strongly and drag them, draw them to do things which will shame us, which will betray us, which will tear us down. So in the same way, we have to be very, very careful with the seeds, with the things that are happening in our lives. Check yourself in these 4 broad categories. Look at bloodline. Look at the sins connected to blood and murder. Look at sins connected to sexual sins. Look at those ones connected to theft. Look at those ones connected to witchcraft. If you identify any of those things to have happened in your family, my dear, you are the right person to listen to what I'm about to discuss. In my next video, I'm going to discuss you deeply about I'm going to bring out my divine encounter where God visited me to show me the implications of all this in our lives. And he told me to write a book. This is a book. Those who are online, you can find it on Amazon. If you put my names, you'll see this book, 3 Men Get to Your Destiny by Bishop Margaret Kusubira. You can put Kusubira, you'll see this book and my other book. This one, I write in details about these mega gates, mega things that are disturbing us. So make sure you can track, you can look for this book on Amazon. And also for you like from Uganda, Kenya, you can order for this book. You can get it. You'll order for it. My contacts, you can get them from online, and you'll be able to receive this book, because what I speak is almost very little concerning to the kind of message you need to know about this subject. So right now, God bless you so much.